As you guys know, I like to poke fandoms with sticks. But believe it or not, Guilty Gear is actually something that I'm not unfamiliar with. I've actually played Exhard and a bit of Revelator. I found it to be an incredibly good time because I have friends that are huge Guilty Gear fans that highly recommended it to me for the animation and character design alone. So I figured I would finally have a look at Guilty Gear Strive because I haven't played the game. I haven't had time at all. And so I'm not super familiar with any changes they might have made to the cast for Guilty Gear Strive. So for me, while I know most of like the key character design things they do for the Guilty Gear cast, I haven't seen any changes in detail. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to go through the initial roster, which is about 15 characters or so, I believe. We also have the old designs up so we can compare because the art style has changed quite a bit over the years. And if you guys like this video and you show it a lot of love, lots of likes and all that jazz, then we can probably jump into DLC. Because I do love Guilty Gear, I think that the character designs in Guilty Gear are great, is what got me interested in fighting games in the first place. So yeah, I want to just go through Strive, have a good time, and just, yeah, heaven or hell, let's rock, mama.
Know the smell of the game!
Okay, so we start with...
Soul Badguy.
This man is a scientist! Frederick, yes, this fucking brick shithouse of a man knows science, and very, very well. But the most fun thing about Soul now, so many years later, is just how much muscle he's put on. Like, my man used to be a Twinkie. My man was like, he was obviously lean and like muscular or whatever. Like, he dressed like such a whore. But I think that like he's sluttier now. Things that never change. Insane hair, big sword, respectable man boobies. That hasn't changed, but what has changed is the shape language of the character. Whereas before, he had a very balanced body type, now baby boy has an insane Dorito body, a perfect hourglass figure as a dude, and fucking pecs that can rival the gods. You can bounce a quarter off those, and the zipper is hanging on for dear life. The reason the zipper is down there, chat, is because it can't go all the way up. It would burst and hit fucking Sin in the forehead, and then everybody would die, and Dizzy would kill him. But Soul's design for Strive, I actually love, because I think that like they've gotten the key elements that he has, which is red, black, and white color scheme, his free belt, his bandana, and they've actually modernized it a fair bit. His original design was very much RPG protagonist. Nonsensical top, but looked really cool. A fuck ton of belts, his like pants, his like little fucking loincloth thing. So it was a very cool design. I'm pretty sure this one's from like the 90s or early 2000s. It reflected the era, you know? Nowadays, Soul has a way more modern look to him. The fucking crop jacket, slutty tank top, a bajillion belts still. He has like his loincloth thing, but it's much shorter, so his legs have more of a chance to shine. There's more detail and patterning on his pants in general. His sword has a lot more color now. It used to not be as red all the way down. And it's in general just such a fun silhouette. His dick cloak, he needs it, okay? He's hanging a 12-incher. And the shoes just look so much cooler. I think that like Soul has always been one of those characters that he oozes Riz. And he looks like Badguy, not Badguy, actually one of the nicest fucking people. He's just not having it with fucking bullshit, okay? He's done. Frederick is done. He's not doing it anymore.
Go find a book to teach you some damn manners.
I am in particularly obsessed how they've managed to preserve his color scheme while still making some significant silhouette changes. Like, he didn't have a jacket before. There were a lot less gold accents before. They've actually brightened those up because they used to be bronzed in, like, the older design. And we also have gone to, like, the Discaya school of character design, and we've gone bigger and badder, pun intended. So his shoulders are huge, his jacket is huge, his cuffs are gigantic. Look at like the size of his feet and his legs, that like makes him super bottom heavy. The composition for Soul is phenomenal. And the coolest thing about Arc System Works is that the art style you see here on screen, chat, that's how they move. They literally look like this in motion, which I think is the thing that impressed me the most when I first saw this game. The animation, the 3D work is immaculate. And I think that like for your John Guilty Gear, which is Soul, it's a very striking design. So yeah, I love the new design. I love how much of a slut he looks like. Slut scientist, mama. And I just in general like how well they've preserved his silhouette while very much modernizing his look. And fun fact, if you guys want to like see the story for Guilty Gear at any point, besides the Wooly video, Exhard and Revelator, their story modes have no gameplay. You can just watch them, it's a movie. Also, I was considering doing intros, outros, and ultimates, but like we would not have enough time to talk about a lot of characters we did, so that might be another video, because I do love seeing these dipshits in motion.
Frederick is also a Freddie Mercury reference.
Yes, he is. Most of the characters have some musical reference on them. Does Soul have bigger tits than Jacko? Yes. Yes, he does.
Kai Kiske.
Now, Kai actually had quite the redesign for Strive. Kai used to basically be JRPG hero protagonist. He was like night-coated, he's a king baby boy, and while his color scheme has stayed very much the same, white, blue, and black, it's actually become inverted somewhat. His original design was very much implied to be like the hero, the knight, like the very kingly justice type of character, right? And he has like his hope belt that kind of like matches Frederick's free, but I don't think he has it anymore. So Kai is one of the designs for Strive, which I'm not entirely sold on. I'm sorry if you're a Kai main, because he went from looking like a king to just looking like a fairly normal person. While I do like Kai's vibe and I do like his story, although I wanted to hit him over the head with a stick several times. And I do feel like, while it is a cool design, I love the open shirt, I love the belt, I love the crosses on his pants, we completely lost the knightly aesthetic. I don't know if it's meant to show that he's like more laid back now and less worried or what, but to me, it's just not as punchy as it used to be. I definitely think that the old design had a lot more riz. If you see him in Revelator or in Xrd, you will very much see that the design has a lot of punch. He's buffer, yeah. The Dorito body's more pronounced. I love the shoulders. And his color scheme, while inverted, still very, very pretty, but we did lose that night flare. What I do like about it, though, is I do like his coat as his cape. I do love the blue gloves. I think it's like very much nice touch. I do like the crosses on his pants. I like that we kept the sword as is. I like the open up shirt and like the more laid back style, but it is missing some juice. For a fighting game character, I do think that Kai requires a little bit more oomph. So hopefully at some point they redesign him again and give him back his knightly aesthetic. He's very, very casual now, and I guess that's like part of what they wanted to do with his story and whatever, but I do think that you can be casual and still keep a very regal aesthetic. But yeah, for Kai, like, good design, solid, covers the basics of what like his character is, but it's missing the soul that made Kai Kiske like Kai Kiske, I think.
Those FA gloves that have fingernails.
Ew, I never noticed that. Ew! Why? That's so weird. Oh no, I changed my mind. This design is shit. Why do they have nails? Ew! This next character is very near and dear to my heart. It's actually my favorite fucking character in this stupid roster. And I am obsessed. And I don't give a shit what anybody says when you see them. I don't care where they're supposed to be placed or not. I don't give a shit, mama. She is my favorite. She's an absolute fucking queen, and she deserves to be in this video. I am not waiting until we fucking hit DLZ for my fucking baby girl.
Queen Dizzy.
I am making one exception for Dizzy because I cannot live without this woman. This fucking Giga MILF, Omega MILF, queen in her absolute right. Like, oh, but Lily, you said you weren't gonna do this. I don't give a shit, mama. I make the rules here, peasants. Queen Dizzy now, fucking mommy. I have actually drawn Dizzy a fair few times, but I've never given her a comic. I think she still deserves one. So Dizzy, I'm actually very pleased with her redesign. Dizzy has always traditionally had a pretty skimpy outfit, believe it or not. Very magical girl vibes in terms of how she used to get into it. Dizzy is a gear, if in case it's not obvious that she's not human. And Dizzy's original outfit was very much, fighting game coded, okay? Let's leave it at that. A lot of people were actually super confused about the outfit because they were like, wait, isn't she pretty young? Mama, don't. It's a fictional fucking type of creature, not human, it's fine. The cool thing about Dizzy's design, though, is that it's always had, like, the life and death wings things. She's always had, like, really big pigtails, a lot of black to her design, black and white and blue. It's fairly well balanced for how complex it is, and it animates so well. So for Strive, I think that they actually put a lot more cohesion into this design, believe it or not. The life and death type of vibes that she had, now they have very similar color schemes. The teal is on the bottom. She still has a giant tail, fat dumpy. And we got rid of the big twin tails because Dizzy has actually gone from being Kai's wife, by the way, they're married, but was kind of like hiding her from shame to now being openly accepted as the queen of the people. So she's had an upgrade quite a bit in terms of look. She looks way more mature now. She dresses more modestly. I find this outfit hotter for some reason, I'm sorry. Like, the MILF enjoyer in me is like, ooh, mama, give me that like fucking like beautifully modest dress with the slit up the side. The blue lining, the very much Asian influence, the flowers everywhere, the giant MILF braid, flowers all over it. She's being framed by her wings, which are absolutely gorgeous. She looks amazing. She's always looked really fun, but I think that like the Strive design is tippy top for me in every sense of the word. Like from the composition, the color scheme, the elements of the character that have been preserved and upgraded. I do think that, like, maybe Kai needed a downgrade so his wife could fucking glow up, because she deserves this. I also really like that we've preserved her color scheme for the most part. We've just organized it better. So now she still has yellow accents on top and on the tail, and then it's not as, like, hard black and white, and then the wings have different shades. It's more like they have accents in their halos, and that's about it. And there's like teal on the bottom, there's blue lining in the skirt, which ties together the blue in her hair. Very cohesive, very pretty. It also ties her to Kai's color scheme a significant amount because he has a lot of blue and white in there as well. She is stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous MILF, gorgeous woman. But I do like the Strive design so much. I've actually seen the concept art for this. It's fairly involved. She had a lot of work to do. I think that this is the best that Dizzy has ever looked. Genuinely love the upgrade. Love how regal she looks. I'm really sad that she's DLC. I was expecting her to be in the base roster, but nope. Which is why she's the only exception I'm making, because she's genuinely the one person that I was like, why are you not in here, mama? Your husband is in here. Why are you not in here?
In a roster of nukes, Dizzy is a hydrogen bomb.
Yeah, Dizzy's one of those units that, like theoretically speaking in lore, she would annihilate everybody. Dizzy has the funniest ult out of anybody in Guilty Gear, and if we do a video with the ults and animations, I'll show you.
Mei.
Okay, I love Mei. Mei has had such a, like, cute design now. She's still very nautical, but I did notice that in Strive, a lot of the designs are a lot more modern and way less RPG than what they used to be. Chat, get it out of your system! Spam Totsugeki, go, go, go. Dude, the fact that she can attack you with a dolphin is never not gonna be funny. So Mei is cool because while she still has a lot of the stuff from her OG designs, like the nautical elements, the skull and crossbones, very orange color scheme, the sailor stripes, she looks way more chill now than what she used to. At the same time, the design has enough riz and enough, like, bombasticness to still very much fit in the fighting game. Unlike Kai, I think that, like, the thing they did great with Mei is they kept the gigantic fucking anchor. The giant anchor and the really big hat and really, really big hoodie just make this design go from, like, could just be a normal girl hanging out after, like, going to the gym to, ah, yes, pirate thing that's going to hit me over the head with a giant anchor and kill me. You play with the bombastic, you play with the composition, with the shapes, with the silhouette, and her silhouette is very much, like, ready for action, nautical as fuck. Guilty Gear has weird weapons. Guilty Gear has always had, like, very unconventional things when it comes to the fighters. And with Mei, I like this a lot because it gives her, like, such a chill, cutesy vibe, while still very much preserving the nautical elements that I've usually known the character for. You guys know that, like, orange is not my color, but Mei wears it really well. I love how bright it is, and then, like, it has, like, the big hat that's not quite a pirate hat anymore, but it could be. The white and orange stripes on the sleeves and hem of the jacket, the big stitching, the cute, like, belts that she wears on the back, the bicycle shorts, yeah, the big sneakers, the black gloves that fit with the shorts as well. Like, great use of accents, great use of color. The entire design is just short girly pop with big weapon is always a vibe, and Guilty Gear does a lot of that. I also really like what they've done with her hair. It's shorter, it's more cutesy, it's fluffier. She actually looks her age in Strive. She's like in her 20s. Like, the best way to deal with ages in Strive is just don't. Another thing I like is that I like that they made her legs relatively thicky. Like, she looks plumpy and, like, very pleasant to the eye. The baggy hoodie is definitely a vibe, though. It gives her a nice silhouette, though. It kind of, like, gives her, like, a triangular silhouette, a little bit more bottom-heavy, if that makes sense. So it makes sense why her legs are very thick. I'm very taken with the Kingdom Hearts style shoes. Again, Disgaea School of Design. You make big, bombastic, ridiculous elements, and you build a design around that. I think that that's always been a very fun way to do things. Start big! You can always shrink stuff down later. Start big.
Axl Low.
Oh, Axl. I love Axl. Another musical reference.com.org. So, Axl is weird. You might not look it, but if I recall correctly, time traveler, right? British as fuck, as you can tell, obviously, by the giant Union Jack he's wearing in the old design, and then, like, the not super subtle at all fucking Union Jack he's wearing on his belt. The Strive design, though, may I say, I love. He's always been like low-key a little bit slutty, but it was missing that oomph with the silhouette that I definitely think that the Strive one has. The Strive design, why do you have 3 zippers, actually? Axl! I'm so confused. It's like, sometimes jackets have 2 zippers. I guess that this one has 3? Thankfully, they're not that distracting elements, so I wouldn't say that they break silhouette, but it's definitely one of those things that makes you go, what the fuck? But I definitely love this more modern take on his outfit. He's a little bit less rocker than what he used to be, but I do very much like the vibe. I love the plaid jacket. I really, really, really like his bandana. I think the X is such a nice touch. Love the Union Jack belt. I like that the pants are, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he used to have like skinny jeans at one point? I feel like this silhouette is nicer for him and for his dick, because like otherwise it was getting smothered, mama. Ino needs that shit to survive, so like kindly do not smother it, thank you. Yes, I do ship it with Ino.
Aren't you eager to shorten your life?
The only thing shortening's the distance between us.
Leave me alone. Jorts, he had jorts. He had jorts! Oh my god, you're right! He had jorts! He has his girlfriend back. No, fuck his girlfriend. Like, fucking jump through time. And like, dude, mama, I will take the witch, thank you. His girlfriend actually looks exactly like Ino. Oh! Look, Ino's complicated, okay? Point is, the Strive design, I really like it quite a bit. I also like that we've added some accent color to the weapon. Like, it was red before, but I like that we've made it almost pink. Because believe it or not, that shade of reddish pink, that cherry red, guess who has that in her design? So I like these like little hints. I'm so convinced that the writer for Guilty Gear is like a disgusting shipper. Because there's a lot of relationships in this fucking game, okay? I'm obsessed with it. Love the gloves. I like how we tied like the tan brown shades together and we made the shade of black not super aggressive and warm toned so the brown doesn't look that weird against it. Boots are fairly cool. I love his weird crop top, even though my brother in Christ, 3 zippers and a belt. Why? But like, he's still, you know, he has a good time. Axl just looks so pretty. He still very much like embodies that like punk rock aesthetic that he's always kind of had, but now it's just a lot more polished. And he still looks aggressively British. Also, the chibi looks insanely smug, but I will say that his actual normal artwork looks super smug too. Like, why are you like this? There's 3 zippers on the chibi.
There's a comment on the Overwatch vid complimenting me for using Axl's theme for Tracer, since they both are characters who are displaced in time.
Yeah, they're time
In
travelers,
reality,
but like...
I only used his theme because he's British.
Wave. If you want to fucking get a hold of Ino's witchy titties, or you want to fucking be an amazing gamer, may I fucking introduce you to Gamer Subs, mama? Oh, but like, I don't know if I'm gonna like the flavors. They have a flavor for fucking everything. They have cherry, they got apple, they got lemonade, fucking the most acidic thing you could fucking imagine. They have lean. Anything you want, G-Subs has it. Great, clean energy, awesome caffeine. And if caffeine is ooky spooky, they have caffeine-free versions of everything. They also have Gamerade if you guys want to like take that shit to the gym. It's similar to Gatorade, but much better because it has creatine for focus. And if you are actually a sleep fiend, if you wake up at night, you can try AFK as well with melatonin and melatonin-free versions. They also have like the waifu cups, soup for some reason, t-shirts, any apparel you want. They do drops all the time. Like every like other week they do a drop for something, whether it be creator or a new flavor or anything you want really. But remember to use code information at checkout for 10% off your entire order, mama. Definitely worth it.
Chip Zanuff.
I forgot you existed. Why are you in the main roster? What the fuck are you doing here? I forgot you existed. So first of all, stripe design, baller, stellar, beautiful. I forgot what Chip's deal was. Completely. I'm sorry. But I will say this, minor nitpick, everything about him is so beefy that his head looks super tiny. Okay, yeah, so like Chip used to be more lean in body type, and now he's like completely beefed up. I do think this is the case where the lean body type suits him a lot more than whatever the fuck he's rocking now. But can we talk about how good the outfit design is though? The poofy ninja pants with like all the buttons, the amazing shoes, the red sash, the big rope belt, the slutty side boob top, with like the zipper, great armbands, amazing use of accents. It's a super fucking baller design, chat. But he's a little bit too buff. His head looks tiny. Like the OG design, I think it's less ninja, but like also a good body type for a ninja, you know? In the chibi, he looks less buff. The chibi I love. This kid, look at the size of his fucking torso, chat. There's no waistline here. Literally part 1 JoJo bodies. The outfit design is on point, just too big. He feels like comic relief to me, though. I think it was comic relief, because, like, I barely saw him in the story mode. I like those, like, open-toed ninja shoes with a lot of belts. It's a very nice modern take on the fantasy Japan aesthetics. You know, he is Ninja President. All right! Former crackhead, now ninja president of Africa. Do you have any idea how wild that sounds? I was like, president of what? His own country.
John Yowie hands.
Oh god, no. Hands are so much bigger than his head. You're right. Thank you. Artists in Strive, what the fuck?
This man used to have a drug addiction and solved that by becoming a ninja. Truly an inspirational and incredibly weird story.
That's what we should all do. Thanks so much for the super. Dude, no, the hands are gigantic. No, like measure that, like I need to draw a line.
Chip is a massive weeb but doesn't actually know much about Japan.
Oh my
He
god.
just says random Japanese words while fighting.
Okay, the hand should be a bit smaller than his face. It's like about as big as his entire fucking skull, chat. Holy shit.
As a Tekken player, Guilty Gear lore and characters feels like it's on a whole different level of absolute madness.
I'm not boss anymore. I'm president.
When I say Guilty Gear is wild, mama, Guilty Gear is wild, I just happen to understand a big chunk of it because I watched the videos.
Potemkin.
Potemkin! Dude, has anyone had like a bigger glow up than Potemkin? This is like what peak male fucking performance looks like. It's Potemkin. He went from like a big beefy dude and that's it to like fucking rock solid robot nipples and a fucking Full Metal Alchemist mask that I am never gonna get over how good it is. Giant shoes, big hands, nice body, peak male fucking performance, chat. Genuinely love Potemkin. I love how like we've embraced the military look for him. Also like even like the chibi is like gigantic. We are using a square design language. Like the shapes that he has, his silhouette is super like sturdy, he's very stubborn. It's brick wall of muscle, chat. In motherland, Potemkin crush you. He's Indian. What? Ironclad. I love Potemkin's design. It's so fucking dope. It's like such a great example of using like silhouette to the fullest for a character. Pain in the ass, okay? Like the bit of Guilty Gear that I've played, I hated fighting Potemkin, but I love the design. And the strap design is phenomenal. I don't know if it changed that much from XR/Revelator, but I do really like how it looks. Also, like, realistically, I know that there's not a military jacket in the world that will let your muscles shine through like this. But like, I still love it though. He's wearing like either Giga spandex or we've made literally like little bags for each of his muscles. Those buttons are not long for this fucking planet, chat. I also like that like they hide his face now. Like, I think the mystery helps the character, if that makes sense. It kind of helps with like the silhouette of like, oh god, giant fucking brick shit house. So I prefer the modern Potemkin, thank you. So like, fun fact, this is actually the first time seeing him without the helmet. But I like the fact that it's like the mystery, you know? Potemkin is a break your spine unit. But yeah, great character, love the military bits, love the fantasy, the fucking big helmet, big hands, just square shaped. Everything about him is just so fun, and he looks great in Strive, so I appreciate the Potemkin.
Potemkin likes to draw, but he needs specially designed pencils so that they don't get crushed to sawdust in his gorilla hands.
Because he has giant hands, chat! Look at him!
Faust.
Okay, Faust, you're horrifying. Like, you were already a cryptid in the original Guilty Gear games. Also, shout out for having one of the funniest supers. But like, now... They really cranked the horror for Faust up to like 11. What the fuck? Dude, he used to be like goofy but creepy, and now it's just like, hey, would you like to become a creepypasta? That's a range? Yeah, that's his ween, chat. Bro got demoted. No, this is a glow up. Because I think before, you couldn't quite get just how off-putting of a character this dude is. They nailed it. The long, super skinny limbs, giant hands with giant fingers, super gangly, the emaciated figure, the glowing red eye under his paper bag. Like, he's horrifying! The stitching on the skin, the like scrubs that are definitely way too loose on him, but like he can't fit anything else. Big stethoscope, the fucking blood splatter that just has good on it, the syringe of dubious red liquids that is hanging in place of where his fucking cock would be, like. And then to top it all off and make it even creepier and more realistic, we gave him nurse shoes.
Dear God.
Look at how long and spindly his hands are! This is such a good redesign. Again, this is why I love Guilty Gear. Oh, is that a flower? This is why I love Guilty Gear, right? They are experts over at the fucking character design team at playing with shapes. This silhouette is phenomenal. This is a case where the Dorito body was kind of hurting Faust's intended vibe, so they got rid of it, and they just made him so much worse, in a good way. He looks super inhuman. I don't remember his lore exactly, but he scares the shit out of me. Like, he still has, like, the giant scalpel, but now he has, like, nurse shoes.
No.
which I don't know why I find very funny. And everything about him is super creepy. Like, the hunched nature, the fact that, like, he could be staring at the ground, long spindly fingers, the weird gloves. You can see his muscles, but, like, he's emaciated. In the older games, he was meant to be a sillier character. Now, though, whoo, he needs a sandwich. He needs several sandwiches. Does he also have, like, stitching on his arms? Oh, yeah, he does. So now it almost feels like he's put together with, like, very long, spindly corpses. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Faust is entirely human. Not anymore, anyway.
The funniest part is this is just Faust with burnout.
Yeah, he's just tired, Mama. He needs to sleep. Thank you. He had some really wacky attacks. Does he still run wheelchairs into people's shins? Because that one was really funny.
You should check his first appearance in bald form.
Oh, right. He used to be bald. Like, yeah, the paper bag thing, he hasn't always had that. Thank you.
Hear me out on Faust.
No! No, chat, no. No, no. Cease. Cease with those machinations. No. My chat has no self-preservation, holy shit. I fear for your soul, but thank you. He's so scary.
Millia Rage.
Raw. If I like Dizzy, Millia is one of those characters that makes me absolutely fucking feral. This woman is like sex incarnate, I am sorry. Like, her old design was cutesy, but it was like very 90s anime. You know the type, crazy, kind of like crazy hair, outfit that's like cute, but that's it. But like the new Millia, it's like giving spy detective goodness, fat fucking hips, thighs that I'm going to annihilate. The buttons are struggling for dear life. I love the like little crop bit to the jacket. The hair, again, everything's my favorite part of the fucking design, fun fact. She can turn her hair into 9 or anything, which is pretty impressive. I can actually do that with mine, because, you know, shapeshifter, but gloves, the, like, uses of orange and, like, the icy blue eyes, black boots, mama, I am too gay for this shit, because Millia is just such a beautiful character. She's a Russian spy and assassin, yes. I love what they did. Because, like, the design for X-Guard and Revelator was cute, but I really like the trench coat dress. I think it's such a vibe. It's so fucking pretty. Pear-shaped. Oh, yeah. Mother is mothering, chat. It just, like, makes her silhouette a lot neater, if that makes sense. It's definitely giving spy. But we actually balance out the fact that the hair is such a big part of it by giving her other elements with flow, like the scarf. And the scarf is actually, like, warm-toned as well, so it doesn't distract from her hair, which is important for a character like this. Wow, her hips are thick. A lot of characters in Guilty Gear are thick as shit.
Not a big deal.
She's hot and I am weak. I am weak of will, mama. Yeah, I like the new color of her hair. I feel like the old one is, like, very, like, standard anime blonde. The buttery, like, warmer tones and, like, more silvery. It's kind of like Rosalina's hair color, I think. It's just much nicer. It suits her skin tone better, I think. Strawberry blonde. Yeah. She's strawberry blonde. There's red hints in there. Very, like, slight ones, but yeah. And even the chibi is, like, super fucking cutesy. Very sensual. Again, the Guilty Gear ladies have it. They can get it, whatever they want.
One of the complaints with current GG is that it's losing some of the hard rock, heavy metal 90s art aesthetic in some places that defined it for most of its life, and that is something I noticed people did talk about.
Yes, but I do think that evolution is important for games like this. Like, they still have their roots, and the music is definitely still there, but you can't expect them to stick with, like, the same design philosophy forever.
Zato 1.
Yeah, daddy! I'm sorry. So attractive. It's like Xenos and fucking a JoJo villain got together, and also like Venom and like, ugh. Eddie looks great. He's having a great time. Always JoJo pose. Can I say just that I really like what they did with Eddie in this? Eddie went from like muscly shadow creature that was like low-key groping Zato to an actual shadow who's somehow attached by the clock. They've made him so much creepier, so much cooler. Like, the detached eyes and, like, weird teeth, gangly fingers, hands everywhere. Absolutely stunning. Zato's outfit actually has barely changed in the amount of time he's been in Guilty Gear, because I don't know how long he's been in here for. He still has, like, a black bodysuit. Now he has a little bit more detail on his shoes, I think. And the blindfold is also slightly more detailed. But for the most part, if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. I think the main change was Eddie, and I really like how they did it. He went from being like an actual 3D physical object to like actually a shadow. He's flat. He seems to almost be consuming Zato in this fucking render. The chibi looks so smug for like no good reason. And it's just so beautiful what they've done with the character without touching the actual design that much. Eddie's just become like an integral part of it while still not stealing the show. It's very much cohesive. Oh yeah, no, that's stunning. That's beautiful. That's a gorgeous render. I hadn't even noticed the opacity on this. Oh, it's so beautiful. But yeah, Zato looks gorgeous. Eddie looks amazing. I love what they did with it. I love like the fucking flat and like 3D aesthetic. I wonder how it animates in game. Genuinely curious to see him in motion now because that cannot be easy to pull off, but the render looks spectacular.
GG experts in chat. Would Eddie happen to be named after Iron Maiden's mascot?
Knowing the references to rock that they like to use, it's very likely.
Ramlethal Valentine.
Oh, I'm sorry, Borger. Girly Pop Mac Big Thighs herself. Holy shit, Ram. I love Ramlethal Valentine. I loved her in Exard and Revelator. I love her in Strive. The fucking new design is just as baller as the old one. I miss the super pointy hat, but it's okay. Dude, she's so pretty. The tan skin, the light hair, it's much longer now than what it used to be, I think. The super cute kitty hat, the puppy, need for Borger.
Salty.
She has some of the most badass weapons in the game. She's a Valentine, so she's similar to Dizzy in a way. Like, I think she's a gear. Also, her cloak is alive, by the way. Shiny fabric, you see? That's flesh. So the reason why Ram's design changed so much is that Ram was originally a villain. So her original design was a lot more intense in shape. It had a lot more triangles. The silhouette was a little bit more chaotic. She was very much out to get everybody. She's had a redemption arc since, and now her design very much reflects that. It's rounded out. It's soft. It's approachable. She still has thunder thighs. That's never gonna change, and I'm so glad. I love her so much. Her expression might seem more severe, but in reality, she's a lot more chill than what she used to be. Her swords have not changed at all, but the things that carry them no longer have like really big off-putting teeth. They now just like look like normal little spheres, and that's it. So Ram's design, while not super different in Strive, definitely shows a change in personality to what she used to be, which I love. I love that we still have green accents, although a little bit less than before. I love the clover on the hat. I adore color scheme in general. They worked the magic bandages that she kind of needs to wear to stay alive, side note, very, very well. The red looks really nice against the lining of the cape. The swords are still gigantic, still absolutely insane. And we still have Sniffer! Feet! Ram is never putting on a pair of shoes, ever! And I love that! She's so freaky. She likes hamburgers. I ship her with Sin, personally. Like, I didn't know, so I don't care! Guilty Gear lore is so fucking weird that I don't give a shit anymore, mama. Do the characters look good together? Do they have a good history? Yes? Okay, good. Give Borger. But her design is really, really cool in Strive. I love what they did with it. I love the change in personality. And I do like that we're using the actual shape language of the character to kind of show the redeem without going super into making her very peppy, because she's a pretty emotionless character.
One of Saul's daughters/sisters.
It's complicated.
It's weird.
It's so complicated. Guilty lore is so weird. Don't think about it. Thank you.
Did it hurt?
Leo Whitefang.
Daddy. Like, you've always been, but like, I love the JRPG fucking fake Grand Order style old design he used to have. But you know what? I kind of like it with the short hair. Like, he's still very lion-coded. We didn't fucking axe that part of his silhouette by keeping the fur trim on his sleeves and on his neckline. Because without that, the long hair would kind of be necessary for this character. But like, he went from being Commander General type hands to like stylish explorer daddy. The giant crosses are such a vibe. Mama, the beard is everything, okay? Like, those fucking sideburns connect to his chin. Give me an experienced man and I will be a happy fucking Lily. Those are the hands of a man that knows his way around this finger bang, chat. The trench coat, the vest, that button is going to go places. The khaki pants, God, it's such a dad outfit. And like, I love the grandpa gold tip fucking loafers. Energy! His legs were really twiggy in the older designs, yeah. So I like the grandpa pants. I think that they even out his silhouette quite a bit in a good way. The only thing I would like is a little bit more fantasy to the outfit because the weapons feel a bit out of place in this design, but I do not mind it. We've just gone very casual while still retaining most of the pizzazz for the Guilty Gear cast, so I appreciate that. Tonfa sword. Is that what it's called? It's insane. But yeah, Leo's design, oh, it's so chef's kiss in both iterations. The grandpa fit makes him hotter somehow.
All Leo mains sniff glue and somehow ties with the most crushed on character with KY among the cast.
What do you mean they sniff glue? Why does that feel like slander? Thank you. No, it's true. I'm super high right now. Wave!
Sad fact, The reason why he fights harder when he faces away from you is probably he wants to die after all the people he loved and lost.
Oh, why is Leo so depressing? He's daddy, though. Hopefully the next one won't be that sad. It proceeds to give me the saddest character, probably.
Nagoriyuki.
Oh, you are new. Nago is actually one that I'm not super familiar with, believe it or not. But can I say something? The design is top tier. The Oni mask, beautiful. The Japanese aesthetic, combined with very modern clothing that are just worn in a way that like emulate old school Japanese fashion, it's to die for. I love the fucking katanas. Adore how fucking big that stupid sword is. The white is such a nice pop against his skin. They picked perfect colors for him, with the brightest being like the purples and like the lining of his coat and the like straps that he has. It just looks so fucking good. I also noticed that like his sword is like blood red in the actual in-game sprite. Something I've also noticed in Scribe in general, most of the highest saturated colors on the characters tend to be either on the hands or feet. I wonder if that's to improve readability. Because Guilty Gear has some absolutely insane designs and really, really good ones, but I've never found their movements hard to follow. Vampire, by the way. I love the vampires in Guilty Gear. Both of them. Lily, no. Lily, yes. Mama, give me that shit. I think that the mask is tying the whole design together for me. If I could like have him wearing the mask always, I would. He's Slayer's pupil. Okay, so they do know each other. The vibe I'm getting for him, though, pretty cool dude. In general, I like that we have like the very traditional like Japanese vibe of like we're wearing one sleeve but not the other, but we tied it around his shoulders and we show where it's tied so it's not just stapled to his skin, chat. I also really like that like the no shirt underneath, but kind of like one robe on, one robe not, like very slutty but in a good way. The pants are very simple, just like fucking black pants boot things, which I do like. Very nice shade of purple on the bottom there. And the lining of the coat being purple is just such it's chef's kiss against that orange, bright orange of like his tunic, you know? It's a great design. It's a really, really fun fit. And for like new characters in the series, I love.
Managed to suppress his thirst for blood through training and likes to chow down on onigiri.
A single serving of onigiri provides energy.
Also, Elfed is down bad for him.
This American.
Oh, Mr. Samurai, how forward of you!
Vampires really do something to a lady's brain.
They do, I'm sorry. Ooh, you can have my blood. My favorite character's next being asked, I will set your coach on fire. No!
Giovanna.
No, I don't hate her. I don't hate Gio. Oh. New additions to the cast? Yeah, girl! Girl, okay, like, I know nothing about you, except those and the ungodly amount of I've seen of you and Leo.
You are just my type.
She's gorgeous. The dark skin and red hair, beautiful. Fat fucking bags, great hips. I love the loose trousers. The blouse is also impeccable. The suspenders. And the most fun part about her is like how well implemented her color scheme is, right? So like we have like very bright red hair, but her wolfy thing is like green. Complementary colors. They play off each other really, really well. So like it's designed to be like as a unit. Absolutely gorgeous. I do really like the 1940s silhouette that she's rocking outfit-wise, but like, she's not wearing it like they would wear it at the time, mama, let me tell you. I'm kind of obsessed. Her shoes are great. I love the accent color on the bottom. I love the green accent as well. The green accent as well on the sleeves is gorgeous. Look at how fucking fat that ass is! For perspective, as someone who draws characters without clothes a lot, this ass is so fucking fat that you could lose a hand in there. Well, she's Brazilian, of course she has fat bags and ass. Oh, that explains a lot about the body type, actually. I also really like that they go with like warmer shades of green in-game. The in-game sprite is there. I don't know why she's hulking the fuck out. I haven't played Strive yet, so I don't know, but like, amazing work on the character design for Gio. She's so beautiful, so stunning.
In fighting games, Brazil equals turns you green.
I feel like every Brazilian character I've seen from like a Japanese game has the colors in there somewhere.
Anji Mito.
Are you also new? You see, what, you're not? No, you're old, but I forgot what your deal was. Dude, what a beautiful design. Nipple this. He had a lot of really bombastic character design elements, but like, I like the undercover salaryman who's retired from office work and went to be a dancing slut. He's such a male wife. Like, stay at home with the kids while you go to work, mama. The obi, the fucking loose sleeves, no shirt, giant fans. Obsessed, by the way. That's so fucking beautiful. The butterfly patterns on the pants, glasses, super clean color scheme, very, very fun. He went from having having like really pointy kind of steely hair to like having more like retired Salamander Man hair, and I'm so into it. This is what would have happened to the judge in Jujutsu Kaisen if he hadn't crashed out. I love a buff nerd. I love me a fucking man that like you see his face and you're like, ah yes, an accountant, and then you see the body and you're like, what? Like what? Who says like just because you wear glasses you can't be buff? Fuck that noise. Not all boyos with glasses need to be Twinkies, mama. You can have abs and let me lick them. Oh, the teeny tiny glasses though. The modern fans, I like the white and red a lot more than black and gold, but we still have black and gold on the color scheme because the obi is like a shade of gold and like the pants have a lot of black in them. Literally Clark Kent build. Dude, built like a brick shit house. Can we talk about how great the sleeves add to the readability for this character? Down the fan, then down the arm, right? To the other fan and all the way down to his feet, and that will let you, and then use the line on the pants to go all the way back up with the other sleeve, and then boom, tie it back in his face. It's like a perfect figure 8 composition, absolutely gorgeous, and it ties it back to the focal point, which is the face. It's masterful work, absolutely beautiful illustration. It's one of the hardest things to learn how to do consciously. Believe it or not, most artists, if you've had some experience, you will have some compositional knowledge just intuitively. But once you actually master how to do this shit intentionally, all of your illustrations are gonna look great. It's not easy, mind you. You have to think about it, but like, you will get such good work if you start thinking about composition a little bit.
Anji and Bacon are intentional subversions of traditional gender roles.
I really
Anji
like
is an
that
elegant
though.
dancer while Bacon is a violent, revenge-bent warrior.
With
I really
fat
like
bags.
their dynamic.
With really fat bags, I love her.
Ino.
If I could summarize Guilty Gear's like design philosophy and aesthetic into one character, it's this motherfucking bitch. This woman who is serving Rocker Witch. She is up here fucking serving Tasaki and Slay Shima, mama. She's destroyed it, absolutely annihilated it. She has one of the best designs in this fucking stupid game. Why is Soul behind you in your chibi side note? Fetish, you biffed it! Yes, Axl's girlfriend. Now, I love Ino because Ino has always traditionally had a very sexy design. If you look at the old one, mama, that top was on with double-sided tapes and a dream. If she jumps wrong, it's like, boom, nipples right in your face. It's a dangerous fucking top. But now we fixed this problem by giving her like an actual bikini top. She is no less sexy in Strive, mind you. The hat is bigger and badder seems to be like the design philosophy for a lot of Strive characters. The guitar is stunning. Beautiful instrument. The witchy aesthetic is a little bit more prevalent than ever. Super tall boots still there. I love the silver details on her boots now. We have a longer skirt on the back, but still very teeny tiny skirt slash shorts on the front there. Big fucking belt with a giant buckle. Also, I like the addition of sunglasses because Ino actually has a really weird eye color. They're kind of like mine in the sense that they change. They usually draw her with like teal eyes, like she has like teal in the chibi, but if you look at her eyes in game, they're like weirdly multicolored, so the sunglasses are a great touch. I generally love what they did with her outfit. I saw some people bitching, mind you, as they always do, that they felt like this outfit was a censored version of the old one. She had a more risque one in X-Hard and Revelator. Mama, this is sexier than ever to me. She's still showing exactly the same amount of skin, except her outfit now is a little bit more functional. There's no longer a risk of nipple popping out. And I love the hat, I love the hair, I love the guitar in teal. It's such a great color to go against that shade of red specifically. She used to have like a more cherry red vibe that kind of like matched Axl a little bit, but again, the colors are a little bit more toned down in Strive. I do love it though. But Ino's one of those characters that has a pretty complicated story. I won't get into it, but she's actually in the newest game that Arc System Works put out called Damon and Bab, which is super cute. I had seen the character before I saw Guilty Gear, and I was obsessed with her.
Be my bottom bitch!
Obsessed. So beautiful.
Fun fact. In her debut game, she takes the top off in her round win animation.
Yes, she does.
And
She
her
used to
nip
take
is
it off.
visible for exactly 1 frame.
She used to take the top off. Yeah. They changed that,
She
obviously,
has a
though.
move called Stroke the Big Tree.
Oh, damn, okay. And that was actually the base roster for Guilty Gear Strive. Now, I actually did really enjoy their picks. I would have loved to see Jacko in there, because I love her, as well as some other standouts. But I think that for, like, the starter cast, not a bad selection at all. I love the designs for Guilty Gear. I do genuinely enjoy the direction that the game has been headed in. It was always really fun and kind of like JRPG inspired, but, like, now things are a little bit more casual, a little bit more chill. I do think that, like, standout designs for me, definitely Ino, Ram, Dizzy, my wife, absolutely. And Soul always looks fucking phenomenal. But yeah, Guilty Gear is a really good time. I highly recommend playing it, or at least watching the story modes and the lore videos, because it's fucking insane. 10 out of 10 game, I would say. I can't actually wait to try Strive out myself, because I suck at fighting games, but they're so fun to play. If you guys like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more Guilty Gear characters, because if the video does well, you guys give it a lot of love, we can make more. He also has a decent amount. And if you guys really do like the fighting game stuff, we can also do a video with the animations for Guilty Gear's characters, because I think that some of them are actually absolutely worth looking at, but in their own content. And don't forget to go try out G-Subs if you want to fucking become a fighting game god, using code KINKYMATION for 10% off your entire order.
Breathe. Let's take some strong